Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of Damn Week. I'm Claire McVeigh, the Product Marketing Manager here at MediaValet, and today I'm thrilled to be joined by Brandon Moss, the VP of Product at Marq. Welcome, Brandon. So just a bit of housekeeping before we jump in. We'll be doing a Q&A at the end of the session, so if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the Q&A tab, and we'll do our best to answer them live. We'll also be recording the session, so if there's something you miss, or if you want to share the session with anyone after today, expect it in your inbox later in our daily roundup email. We will also be putting up a quick poll towards the end, so if everyone could take a couple of seconds just to answer that, it would be much appreciated. So today, we're excited to dive into how MediaValet Templating, powered by Marq, can revolutionize your creative workflows, making their journey from ideation to impact smoother and more efficient than ever before. We'll be discussing how this feature addresses the challenges many of us face in managing creative assets and creating compelling documents. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover a whole new world of creative workflow possibilities. So if you're experiencing any issues with hearing me or viewing the session, or if your screen freezes, please start by refreshing your browser. If you continue to encounter any difficulties, you can submit a question in the Q&A panel in Zoom, and we have a team member standing by to help you with any technical problems. So once again, try refreshing your browser, and if that doesn't resolve the issue, feel free to reach out in the chat, and we'll make every effort to get you back online. So just a bit of more formal introduction. I'm Claire, a member of the product marketing team here at MediaValet, and I've had the privilege of delving into the intricate world of integrations, where the magic of connecting different systems comes to life, which is why I'm thrilled to be here today talking to you about MediaValet Templating, powered by Marq. I'm equally as excited to have Brandon Moss from Marq with me today. So Brandon, I'll pass it over to you for a quick introduction.
Hi, everyone. I'm the VP of Product here at Marq, and I'm lucky enough to work with our software engineers that build out new functionality, and excited to talk about our deep integration we've been building together with MediaValet.
Amazing. Happy to have you. So let me provide a brief overview of our agenda today. We'll start by discussing what MediaValet templating entails. Following that, Brandon will lead us through a live demonstration. We'll delve into the significant advantages of this feature, examine a practical use case along with a customer scenario, and conclude by exploring future possibilities to further optimize your workflows. It's going to be an information-packed 30 minutes, so let's jump in. But before we dive too far in, let's first acknowledge the hurdles that many of us encounter in our creative workflows. From scattered assets across various platforms to the time-consuming nature of document creation, managing creative projects can often feel like navigating a maze blindfolded. We understand the frustration of searching endlessly for the right image or document, only to be met with dead ends and delays. These challenges not only hinder productivity, but also stifle creativity and innovation. But fear not. Today, we're here to shed light on how MediaValet templating can help overcome these obstacles and streamline your creative workflows. So I'm going to pass it over to Brandon to show you how to make this all come to fruition.
Perfect. Yeah, I remember being at a previous company where I needed to create a document or a presentation and would spend a lot of time chasing down either like the images or logos or assets and be talking to multiple people and have to go different places to get all my stuff. And oftentimes when I'd finally get all the assets, when I would need to create that particular document, it became really like overwhelming. And I'd get stuck sometimes even in an approval process, or I'd go kind of rogue, and then it caused headaches to the marketing team. That's what I love about this combination of Marq and MediaValet, because now it would have saved me so much time because I would have had a single place to go to get all my content needs. And so I thought it'd be really cool to walk through together how you could set up these templates and then create them and then share them with your team. So if you don't mind, Claire, I'll have you jump over to this next slide. And we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about how to create and add templates into Marq, and then later on, I'll actually walk you through how your team will be able to use those. And the great thing about Marq is that we really have kind of two different ways to bring in your designs. We think that there's lots of great ways to create designs. You can create them anywhere you want to, whether it's in Adobe, PowerPoint, or anywhere else. And then when you need to templatize that so you can share that with your team to make it either customized or personalized, there's really easy ways to import. Today, I actually want to show you how you can actually use Marq to create that template inside our own platform, because we're a full platform design in the cloud, and it's really easy to do that as well. So if you don't mind, Claire, I'll actually have you play the video, and I'll walk you through how we do that. You see here, when you click on the brand template, it'll open up our Marq editor. This is where you can add text or images or other elements to any type of document you want to create. In this case, I'm going to be a real estate marketing admin that created a template for my team. And you can see as I'm going through here, I'm actually creating these smart fills, and we use this to automatically create content for different people or even pieces of data. And I just want to show you that as you do that, you can have a lot of different options. We give a lot of powerful tools for your designers to come in and really make everything exactly what needs to be on brand. And in this case over here, now that I've got that set up, I'm going to go ahead and actually put a placeholder for data that's going to populate with my prop, that when an agent comes in to showcase a new home, it's going to automatically populate with those additional features of the home right there in that text area. But the concern oftentimes when you create a template is people might go rogue with it. So in this case, we've given you a lot of functionality here to lock down pieces of your template all the way, or it can be even partial here, like in this image where I want my team to actually update and change the image, but I want to make sure it stays in the same size and in the same area of the template. And now that I've got it all set up, we do also have ways to make it so it's really powerful to scale to different brands in case you have that as part of your organization. So you can come in here and you can see I'm changing and adding in tags for different shapes and also images to make them dynamic to the logos and colors of each brand, which is really, really powerful, as we'll show you in a second. And then in this case, there may be options where I want to have like the availability for my team to choose different types of ways to use the template. And so I'm creating this page template as an option where like I know that sometimes these agents need to have multiple co-selling agents in the flyer. And so I've just made this specific one so they can use down the road. And I'll go and just delete it right now just so that it goes back to my kind of base template here. Now that I'm all done, I can share this. So you'll see here, I'm just going to name it, and then you can see that I can lock this down to make it so that there's an approval process in place in case I need to make sure someone looks at it before it gets approved to a printer. And then I'll share that with my team. And once it's all done, you'll see here in this template view, now I'm showcasing how each of my different brands automatically have everything tied and set up so that when a person comes in, they're going to see those templates just like they need to with the brand that they're associated with. And from there, let's go ahead and pass it back over to Claire. Since templates rely so heavily on connecting to images and assets, do you want to walk us more about how important that is with MediaValet?
Sure, thank you for that demonstration. So now that we've seen it in action, let's take a minute to chat about some of MediaValet's key benefits. So having access to high quality assets is paramount to producing compelling and visually appealing content. Your robust MediaValet library serves as a treasure trove for resources, empowering you to effortlessly search, access, and leverage assets for all those creative projects. Whether it's sourcing captivating images for a social media campaign or incorporating informative documents into a presentation, MediaValet ensures that you have the right assets at your fingertips to bring your ideas to life. But beyond storage, MediaValet adds substantial value through its advanced functionalities. These include version control, which safeguards against using outdated assets, and metadata tagging, facilitating quick and efficient asset retrieval. MediaValet's cloud-based infrastructure fosters seamless collaboration among team members, regardless of their geographical locations. Moreover, MediaValet provides unlimited product support, sets industry standards for security, among various other features. I'm going to pass it back to Brandon to show us how to make design even more accessible for all your teams.
Awesome. Thanks, Claire. Yeah, I wanted to walk you now through, that was what we were walking through, more how a template creator or a marketing admin would go and get these templates set up. But now I want to show you how this will actually be used by your team. And so if you're okay, I'm going to act as if I'm a real estate agent now coming in to use one of these templates that we just set up. And so Claire, if you're okay to play the video, you'll see that the first thing that your team will see is all the different templates available. And I'm going to go ahead and use that same template we were just using, and I'll just name it so that it'll be specific to that home address. And you'll notice over here on the left, because this template's already go, it's connected to my properties. And so I just have to click a button, and then I can go ahead and apply that property to the entire document. So you'll notice how those images are changed, all the data tied to the property is all set up. And because this is one that I'm listing with someone else, I'm using that page template that my template designer created before, and I'm able to come in here and just quickly swap out this image and these details for this user by just dragging and dropping over into the template, because Marq is already connected to all my different users on my team. So it's really easy to make that just a quick couple clicks and I'm ready to go. And then you'll notice here, this is the really powerful thing, is that image I wanted to change out. So I just have to click a button and I'm right into the assets that are inside MediaValet, and I have a quick option to choose which one I want to use. And then you'll see also as well that it sets it into the same place that it was locked down. And now that it's ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and just submit approval because I want to print this off. So it's going to go to my manager, and we have deep integrations. You can see here, we're actually powering this new task inside Marq with all the details about that project. And then my manager is able to click on that link, it goes right back into the design and can approve it. And now that it's approved, me as an agent, I can come in and obviously I can create a print order that we have deep connections to printers, or I can share this with social media avenues, or even just download this for additional uses. But it just gives you a lot of different options to be able to share that content now to the world. And talking about this full circle now that this agent's kind of completed a specific project, if you don't mind, Claire, we'll go over to the next slide and want to talk a little bit about how now as an organization, I'm able to go and see all the insights that come from people using these different templates. So yeah, if we don't mind, we'll just go switch over to the next slide. And this is going to give you a quick view of our analytics tool. So many times you may be creating a bunch of different designs and not necessarily understand where they're going and how they're getting used. And so we've made it really easy for you to come into this analytics platform to be able to understand what's getting adopted, who's using it, and how it's making an impact to your business. And so if you don't mind, Claire, we'll go ahead and just play the video. And you'll see here, this is kind of a 10,000-foot view. So you're going to see kind of all the activity happening for all your templates across your organization. But you'll notice that there's a lot of filters that you can really drill down to see an over-the-shoulder view. So right here, I'm just kind of walking you through how you can see all the activity that's happening, whether people are downloading, sharing them on social media, as well as you can even see down here, there's different template categories. And so I can kind of see trends that are happening on the different types of templates that I'm sharing with my team. And I might see a specific area that I want to focus in on more. This dashboard is actually really dynamic. So if I ever go and click on something like I'm doing here with these teams, I'm able to see now the whole dashboard just on that specific area of focus. And I'm going to see if there's any trends happening over time with those popular templates to see if there's a specific team that's using these more. And then I can even go down further to see templates that maybe need my attention. So these are ones that haven't had a lot of adoption. We've created them a while ago, and probably something I want to take that back to my team to maybe recycle through. And then just real quickly, just to showcase, now that was my team, I'm actually showing you now how this will actually show you your client engagement. So we actually track every single time a client or a user actually goes in and scans any QR code on a template or project that's being shared with them. And we can actually see where there's the most engagement happening, not only on your team side, but then also with your end clients and customers and employees, which is really exciting because it gives you that full circle of just insights that you can use to make better data-driven decisions on creating collateral for your team and your organization to use. What we'll probably do here real quick is I'll pass it back over to Claire to talk through a little bit more about some use cases and how this could work with your organization.
Amazing. Thank you, Brandon. So we've seen it all in action, so many amazing features. But during all of this happening, we want to ensure that you're maintaining your brand identity. So within MediaValet Templating, you have the capability to meticulously safeguard your brand identity while simultaneously protecting your overall brand image and reputation. This involves incorporating your brand colors, fonts, logos, and other visual elements directly into the templates, ensuring consistent representation across all those materials. MediaValet Templating empowers you to ensure access to only approved assets, further strengthening brand compliance and consistency. By establishing these strict controls over which assets can be utilized within templates, you mitigate the risk of unauthorized usage of non-compliant or outdated materials. In essence, by leveraging MediaValet Templating, you not only streamline the content creation process, but also reinforce your brand identity, ensuring that every piece of content produced aligns seamlessly with your brand guidelines and standards. So that wraps up all the benefits we wanted to show you, but let's talk about a case study here. So A post-secondary institution is preparing for the fall semester. They are launching a new course titled Brand Management in DAM. They want to ensure that the course outline, newsletter, and all social posts have the same branding, assets, and language. Sarah, the marketing manager, first conducts a brainstorm session with her team. They ideate about the campaign, target audience, tone, slogan, and call to action. They then leverage their MediaValet library and work with Emily, their content coordinator, to collect and organize images to help visualize their vision of the campaign. They also identify any previous collateral that they would like to transfer into adaptable templates. Once they have the content written and the images that they would like to use, they bring in David, the graphic designer. David utilizes MediaValet templating, and with the previous collateral, the content provided, and the approved images, David crafts an on-brand course outline, newsletter, and 5 social posts. This institution has set up an approval workflow, so once David is done creating the collateral, he sends it back to Sarah for approval. Sarah ensures that all the content is correct, and then sends it to the next approver, Joanna, who is the brand manager. Joanna ensures that the collateral is brand compliant and consistent, and then gives the approval. Once all the revisions have been made, they take in James, the digital marketing specialist, to easily publish all the finalized materials across various channels. And they also send the course outline directly to their printer. In reflection of all of that, MediaValet served as the repository for images and previous collateral, which were repurposed into reusable templates using MediaValet templating. With these templates now at their disposal, teams can easily access and utilize content, enabling them to efficiently manage and produce materials at a larger scale. I'm going to pass it back to Brandon to go over a few more use cases for you.
Thanks, Claire. Yeah, we see a lot of our clients that will create campaign templates so that their team can use it for like their local franchise or office. And they range from like sports or fitness centers to food franchises, senior living, even financial services industry. And they'll be creating things like digital ads or social media campaigns, like I showed before, like flyers or business cards, posters, and all to help drive more business. And then other ways, organizations will do things like create content for just driving more engagement with their own organization. So it sometimes can be internal or just more engagement on a different level with universities and health organizations, driving things with like presentations, flyers, training material, and guys to help educate and engage customers and students. And one thing I thought would be fun to just kind of show you how even like with Marq, we use it for ourselves. And so if you don't mind going to the next slide, Claire. Our sales team actually has a presentation we use where it automatically connects to recorded calls and then populates based on AI, the top 3 areas of focus from that call, so that then the sales team doesn't have to worry about typing out a bunch of things. It just gets it all ready to go when they're talking and on a call with their customer. So if you don't mind, we'll just maybe play this real quickly. And you'll see that I can come in here on this left. We've got it again connected to our CRM data. And I'm just going to go find one of these clients here. So let's just choose this Optum as one that we've been talking with. And then you'll see it automatically changed that specific presentation there. And then I've configured this as well so that it dynamically is populating all the logos again with those smart fields, and then also even the color. So it makes this pre-branded, really personalized pitch deck and slide show that I'm able to then use as I walk this through with one of these customers. And we've shown a lot today, and I think it would be really cool to zoom out again and just have Claire walk through how this could be part of your organization's content lifecycle.
Amazing. Thank you, Brandon. So there's a ton of ways that you can use this solution, and it doesn't just stop there. When you add in a project management tool like Marq, it becomes even more powerful. So together, MediaValet, powered by Marq, and Marq make a great team. They help you work better, collaborate easier, and get things done faster. With these tools working together, you can handle all sorts of projects, from marketing campaigns to planning and executing tasks. The cool thing is you can go smoothly from brainstorming ideas to putting them into action. It's like having a super organized and efficient system that helps you get stuff done quickly and efficiently. In short, combining MediaValet templating, Marq, and Marq gives you a simple yet powerful way to tackle all kinds of projects to get awesome results. If you'd like to learn more about how Marq and MediaValet work together to streamline creative operations, you can register for a session coming up on Friday, where partner managers from Marq and MediaValet get together to highlight the key benefits. So Just before we jump into some questions, we're going to put up a quick poll. So if you want to learn more about MediaValet templating and see it in action, please let us know and someone will reach out to you. I'll give that a minute before we hop into the Q&A. People are engaging, very exciting. We can't wait to tell you more about it. Awesome. Cool. So we're opening it up to Q&A now. If anyone has any questions, Brandon and I are here to answer them for you. I'll give everyone a minute to type those in. Brandon, we had a question come in. Can I get reports on the templates used?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I kind of showed a high level view of just all the templates, but I didn't really have a chance to kind of walk through how you can see on a specific template how much it's getting used by different teams and even individuals. So it gives you a really good idea if you want to just track to see the effectiveness of one specific template. We have all that insights on a separate tab that's just specifically dedicated to like individual templates as well.
Amazing. Thank you. I think Brandon in the chat, we have another question for you.
Let's see here. So looks like one of the questions was, can you upload an InDesign file and it converts to a template, or do you have to build the template from scratch? Yeah, so I quickly walked through how you would do it from scratch, but we do have a native InDesign file connector that you can convert pretty seamlessly through Marq, and then you can also upload design from any other platform as well. So you can think of like your main design platforms like Figma or Illustrator. So all those can be created and ready to be templated just inside Marq.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Marcy here, you said, is it possible to do a merge with a template in Excel? So a lot of times we actually have native CSV connectors where like you'll populate things for meetings or name tags, and it's just like I did for that property listing, it'd be the same thing where you could like connect that to smart fields, and then they could auto-populate based off of any number of like options you want to have in there too. So that's what's the beauty of, I think, of powering these templates with data, is it makes it really easy to scale and create content pretty automatically. So
Awesome. We had a question earlier wondering if MediaValet through Marq can be used as a true dam. So MediaValet templating is powered by Marq. So when you're in your MediaValet library, you will be able to access a templating tab where then when you create your templates, you can effortlessly search through your MediaValet dam and then pull those assets in. Shelly, I hope that answered your question. And if not, we can definitely chat after.
yeah, like inside those templates, we didn't walk through it very thoroughly, but oftentimes you'll have images as a library to like pull in and showcase. And as you're building a template, or even just like that agent was trying to like swap it out, all those is powered by MediaValet. So you can connect that really easy by just clicking a button, and then it pulls in your images, and it actually will show the images assigned to each individual user straight from MediaValet. So it's a deep connection, and just as seamless as using those images from the MediaValet connector.
Okay. I think that our questions are slowly trickling down. So just want to say a big thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed the session as much as Brandon and I have. Again, we're here to answer any questions you may have in the future. We're also going to send the recording, and we hope you enjoyed yourselves. So have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, everybody.